J. Pal here, approaching the climax of Easter week with you. I hope you've been able to meditate on it all and drink in Easter's meaning for us as a race and yourself as an individual. Due to circumstances beyond my control related to the current worldwide pandemic we're experiencing, I'm doing my last post on Holy Week today. I'm going to keep reading and studying, as I hope you are, but I will not be sharing what I'm learning due to the time involved in that creation process and my needing that time for other things at this point. Here's what I'll close with today. A couple of points I've gotten out of my latest early morning readings of this transforming week in humanity's history. First of all, I'm amazed at and inspired by Jesus' focus. In spite of all that was going on in his life, his knowledge of what awaited him and what he was walking into, he remained fixed on what his mission was and what he had come to do, not losing his focus. And at the same time, loving everyone he met on the way, according to their personal need. He never stopped healing, encouraging, uplifting, teaching, and inspiring, in spite of his personal circumstances. He didn't let what he was headed for or going through upset or derail his interactions with people. Most of us would have undoubtedly been distracted by the uncertain future, not to mention the developing circumstances. But he was able to look beyond all that and share with his disciples life-transforming instructions in his farewell teachings. Give special attention to Peter, even though he would fail him. Have the presence of mind to forgive those who knew not what they were doing, reassure the thief on the cross of his eternal destiny, and pass on the responsibility of his mother's care to one of his disciples. And many other things, including his tenderness to Mary, the first to see him after he resurrected. The second point I learned, your closest friends, family, and other humans will fail you, but your heavenly Father will not. Let's look at Matthew 26:36-44. Then Jesus came with them to a place called Gethsemane and said to his disciples, "Sit here while I go and pray over there." And he took with him Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, and he began to be sorrowful and deeply distressed. Then he said to them, these 3, "My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me." He went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "Oh, my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." Then he came to his disciples and found them sleeping, and said to Peter, "What? Could you not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, lest you enter into temptation." He did. "The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." Again a second time he went away and prayed, saying, "Oh, my Father, if this cup cannot pass away from me unless I drink it, your will be done." And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. So he left them and went away again and prayed the 3rd time, saying the same words. Wow. Then he came to his disciples and said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Behold, the hour is at hand. The Son of Man is being betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going." His friends couldn't even stay awake with him in his hour of ordeal, probably because they were confused and suffering on their own. He was betrayed by one of his closest followers, denied by another, abandoned by all. Then he was arrested, tried, and condemned by those who were supposed to love God most. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. Then tortured, abused, crucified, mocked, given vinegar to drink, stabbed. But just before that all began, alone with God, he found his peace and strength from his Father in the spirit realm. It says an angel came and ministered to him. All that to say, I think that in Easter we see man at his worst, but God at his best. And he made it through his ordeal because of that link with his Father. The only way we'll make it as well, through our toughest moments. Enjoy your Easter. Please keep reading and taking in these most important of all messages to humanity about the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. Stay focused on your mission and purpose on this planet, and keep looking to heaven for answers, strength, direction, and all you'll ever need. Enjoy Easter and keep appreciating all heaven has done for you. Tomorrow I'll repost the Easter song I got last year called "Can You Hear Him Call Your Name?" and a class I recorded as well. Until then, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. May God bless.